So I'm like, all right, God, what do you want me to know? What do you want to talk about? So I kind of explained to God what was going on in my head. And then lo and behold, a friend of mine that I'd called me back. We're talking, like maybe 5 minutes. Welcome back to another episode of Life, Recovery, and the Pursuit of Sanity. My name is Josh Logan, and I'm so grateful for you to be here. And so today I want to discuss the importance of having people in your life that you can call, that you can rely on, that can be part of your support group. And so I had something happen the other day. I was exposed to the COVID, and I signed up to get tested, doing my part and all that good stuff. And my wife, where she works, one of the ladies she was like, when's Josh gonna get tested? He needs to get tested right away. And so my wife is feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and so she's calling me. She's like, when are you gonna get tested? Man, could you, can you get it any sooner? And I tell you what, I was just like feeling very overwhelmed. I was starting to go kind of crazy headed, and I ultimately what I felt was I felt pressured into. I felt like captive, like I didn't have a choice, that I had to do this or else. And I don't like that feeling. Anytime I start to feel like that, I start to buck the system, And in my mind, I'm like, man, I already signed up to get tested, what more do you want from me? So nonetheless, all this crap's going around in my head, and so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call someone. I need to talk. I just need to talk about this. So I call up one of my friends, doesn't answer. Call up another person, doesn't answer. Call up another person, doesn't answer. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what in the heck is going on? Nobody's answering the phone. So I'm like, all right, God, what do you want? What do you want me to know? What do you want to talk about? So I kind of explained to God what was going on in my head, and then lo and behold, a friend of mine that I'd called me back. We're talking, like maybe 5 minutes, and I had a conversation with him. I discussed what was going on in my head. He shared with me his views, and then I was able to think clearly, rationally. I was able to slow down long enough to put things in perspective. Because I know, without a shadow of a doubt, the stuff that goes on in my head, if I do it alone, it will consume me. It will turn me into this crazy person, and that's not how I want to be, especially in recovery. And so, well, and then if I go back, Friday night I was at a place, and we're all discussing different things in our recovery, and I made a comment that it's so important to have multiple people in your life, whether it be from this group or this church or whatever, that I need for me, that well-rounded difference of opinions, difference of ideas, something that isn't just regurgitated from somebody else, something maybe they've gone through it, and somebody else commented that no, that's not really what you need. We've tried all that crap, and that kind of stuck with me. Of that is the mindset of so many people, and is the mindset that gets so many people stuck. Because if all we get is the same old regurgitation from the same old people, whether they've gone through it or not, you may or may not get what you need. What they tell you could be completely wrong. And then, not to mention, for me, and this is just my recovery, I needed a whole lot of things, not just one thing. I didn't need just church. You got these just Jesus and me people. And if that works for them, fine. Great. That's wonderful. But it wasn't enough for me. I needed a group of men to come alongside me to help me out. I needed counseling, one-on-one counseling to help sort out this stuff. I can build a relationship with someone. Mind you, I'm paying them, but that's okay. I needed self-help groups where I can share ideas and they know exactly where I'm coming from, and they can share with me their experience, strength, and hope. And then I also needed church. But I find that what happens is people don't want to venture out. I don't know if they're just scared of getting their mind changed on what they think is the right thing, the best. I don't know. But I would caution a lot of people to not take that route because of the importance of having a well-rounded, holistic health type of attitude, so that you can be the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching. If you're getting something from these videos, please share it with somebody that you know. My goal with these videos is to discuss life, recovery, and the pursuit of sanity. And it's not necessarily always about recovery. It's just about life, really. And this is my journey and the things that I have gone through, so that they can help other people, so that other people can learn from mistakes that I've made, experiences that I've gone through, that I've made it to the other side. Because really, we don't have to do it alone. And sometimes we feel like we're alone in the things that we're dealing with. We feel like we're the only ones that ever go through this stuff. And so share this, especially if you know somebody that needs a message of hope, a message of strength. Share this with somebody that may be struggling with addiction in any way, shape, or form. Not necessarily just with drugs or alcohol, but with other forms of addiction. So thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Share it. And until next time, peace.